OG Anunoby looks like the perfect fit for the New York Knicks. He adds size, he adds shooting, and he helps space the floor. However, he's in a contract year and he has a player option after this season, which he's likely going to decline, and he's going to look for a new contract. And according to one NBA insider, his next contract with the New York Knicks could be massive. We're going to break down exactly what his new contract could look like with the Knicks and so much more today. But before we get started, guys, about 73% of you watching this video right now are not subscribed. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and we could really use your support. If you like daily Knicks content like this, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn notifications on so you don't miss a second of the new content. And now, let's get started. OG Anunoby's new deal with the New York Knicks could be massive. Now, we knew coming into this season, even though he was with Toronto at the time, we knew he had a player option left on his deal, and we knew he was going to decline it and explore free agency. Because let's face it, right now, today, he's a better shooter, he's a better player, and he's a better defender. So obviously, he's going to expect more money. But according to one NBA insider, he notes that OG Anunoby could be worth $150 million over 4 years. Let's take a look at the report. According to Eric Corinne of The Athletic, OG Anunoby's next contract with the New York Knicks could be worth up to $150 million over the next 4 years. Eric Corinne is an NBA insider from The Athletic, and he states the following about Anunoby and the contract he could be seeking. Conservatively, I'd guess Anunoby is looking to double his $18.6 million contract from this year. Something like $150 million over 4 years does not seem wild to me, given that the four needy teams like the Pacers and the Sixers could be lurking as threats with cap space. I want to remind you guys that Anunoby stated that he was looking for a salary of around $40 million, but that he would be willing to settle for a lower number if he joined the New York Knicks. And now that he's part of the Knicks, he may be looking for a lower number than $40 million. Shout out to Yahoo Sports and The Athletic for giving us this massive update on OG Anunoby and his potential new deal with the New York Knicks. $150 million. Listen, I get it. He's one of the best wings in the game today. He's a great defender. He's a rising star. I understand it. But $150 million, which works out to be around $36 to $37 million per year with the New York Knicks over the next 4 years, that is still a lot of money. I'm not saying it's not a discount, it's not a bargain, because you know what? If he went to another team, that other team might be having to pay him around $40 million. That's absolutely clear. Coming to the New York Knicks, he obviously wants more money. He may want to double his current contract number of around 18 to 19 million. And if that's the case, the around 37 million mark does make sense. But if you're looking to give a discount to the team that you stated you would take less money if you were traded to, now you're on that team. You're part of the New York Knicks, and now we're hoping that you're going to take a little bit less than 37 million. I'm not saying take 20 million, but can we get you to take maybe 28, 29 million? Because for me, that's the sweet spot. If you can get Anunoby for basically RJ Barrett's deal, if you can work it out to fit him in that amount with that type of money, then I think the New York Knicks absolutely won this deal. Home run, slam dunk, whatever you want to say. Because I think what this insider is stating is absolutely true. On a different team other than the New York Knicks, Anunoby's value is closer to around 40 million, maybe 37, maybe 38 million. If the New York Knicks are able to get Anunoby to re-sign with them for around 27 to $29 million per year, I will think that's an absolute steal for Anunoby. It'll be a win for the New York Knicks, and they'll lock in a rising star, an up-and-coming 3-and-D wing in this league for the next few seasons. And that's going to make the New York Knicks a very dangerous team. And that's going to make them have additional cap space to use to go out there and sign another significant player. That's what you want to see from players who come to New York. Players who want to be here, players who are willing to sacrifice and players who understand that if they sacrifice, they can help the team get better. And I anticipate that OG Anunoby is one of those players. Even though this insider states that he pegs Anunoby getting around 37 to 38 million, that would probably be true if he joined any other team but the New York Knicks. But the fact that he's part of the New York Knicks right now, that tells me everything I need to know. That tells me that Leon Rose and the Knicks definitely worked out a contract agreement prior to trading for him. And that contract agreement is likely in the ballpark of around 27 to 30 million. And 30 million, in my opinion, would be at the high end. So for me, if the Knicks already explained that, have that secured, and that's the contract we're going to see the New York Knicks give him come this offseason, I am going to be happy. I'm going to be ecstatic, and I'm going to think even more so that the New York Knicks won this deal, won this trade. And getting OG Anunoby for that price, absolute bargain. And it gives you even more room to work with to go out there and get that star or superstar player that we know the New York Knicks are targeting to get on this team. The Knicks are not done yet. They have one move remaining, one move available. I'm not sure what that move is or who that player is going to be, but OG Anunoby taking less money with the New York Knicks, getting a discount contract with the New York Knicks is only going to help with that. However, if the Knicks do have to pay him around 37 million, 36 million, I won't be mad at it. Will it be a little bit high for my liking? Yes, I have to acknowledge that. It will be a little too high. I won't see it as an overpay, and I won't think the New York Knicks gave him more money than he needed. But what I would say at that point in time anyways, is that if he wanted to give the New York Knicks a discount, and the discount was only around 3 million because he was asking around 40 million, I would say, OG, maybe give us a little bit more of a discount. Maybe 5 million, maybe 6 million. Hey, maybe matching your New Jersey number, 8 million discount. Either way, I would hope for a discount of that amount, not a discount of around 2 or 3 million when you were looking for around 40 million. Hopefully, the New York Knicks already came to an agreement with OG Anunoby. I believe they did regarding a new contract extension for him. And in my opinion, it'll likely be on the high end of 30 million. And that would be a steal for Anunoby. Anunoby right now, as we speak, is becoming a better defender, a better scorer, an all-around better player on the offensive side and definitely the defensive side of the ball. He is the best fit for this New York Knicks team, right behind Mikal Bridges, in my opinion. He gives you size, spacing, and shooting. 3 and D, one of the best wings on the market right now. And the New York Knicks went out and got him. And got him for a devaluing asset in RJ Barrett and a player they weren't going to re-sign in Emmanuel Quickley. And they also created a small but still sizable trade exception that they can now use by going out there and getting another role player that helps complement this team. Gives them either more size or more shooting. And honestly, I love that because we need more of that. I think if you look at the New York Knicks and their front court, even though we got better with OG Anunoby, our front court is light. And the New York Knicks creating these trade exceptions, being active on the trade market, looking for different deals, different opportunities that are available that can help this Knicks team thrive and become a contender in the East. That's what you want to see. That's what I want to see from the president of basketball operations from the New York Knicks, Leon Rose. Right now, he made a major move getting OG Anunoby on this roster. That's step one. I'm waiting till January 9th for the New York Knicks to announce step two, which in my opinion is the signing of a premier guard to pair in the backcourt with Jalen Brunson. That's what you want to see. That's what I want to see from the president of basketball operations from the New York Knicks, Leon Rose. Right now, he made a major move getting OG Anunoby on this roster. That's step one. I'm waiting till January 9th for the New York Knicks to announce step two, which in my opinion is the signing of a premier guard to pair in the backcourt with Jalen Brunson. I dropped the video today based on who I believe is going to be that next star. And in my opinion, it's a toss-up between Donovan Mitchell and DeJounte Murray. I don't know which player it's going to be. Only person who knows that is Leon Rose. I'm excited. I'm hype. The New York Knicks look great. They're going to look even better. Leon Rose has another move to make. And once he makes it, the Knicks are going to be an even better team than they are right now. But what about you guys? What do you think about this new contract that the New York Knicks could potentially give Anunoby? And how would you feel if it's 150 over the next 4 years? Let me know in the comments below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knick fans. Peace.